What's going on, my people? Beautiful Tuesday. I know a lot of times you hear myself and you hear other motivational speakers talk about, follow your passion, follow your dream, use your purpose to solve a solution. And I agree with all that. And we go keep promoting that. And we go keep talking about it. We go keep helping you guys and helping each other solve solutions and be a solution to all the problems that we have out here in the world. But one thing I'm gonna do that they don't really do is, because they don't really have to no more because they made it. You hear a lot of us motivational speakers talk about it, myself included. We hear people say things like, if you can't do your whole dream, you can do a little bit. But in order to do your whole dream, I'm gonna tell you one thing that they haven't said to you because they don't have to deal with it no more. Get out of debt, man. You have to get out of debt. Seriously, like you will never be able to reach your full potential. You will never be able to reach your highest peak and truly walk in your purpose that God has for you unless you get out of debt. Most of us, again, myself included, we have done things and we have tried to live above our means when we have really no reason to. I mean, who we trying to impress? We don't need to keep up with the Joneses, man. We need to keep up with God, keep up with ourselves, take care of our families, and get free, man. We are all slaves to the system. And if you work in a 40-hour week for another man, you're not paying yourself, you a slave. It's getting to the point now. I wrote a status about it yesterday. It's getting to the point now where people are spending more time at their job than they are with their families, than they are with their loved ones, with their significant others and stuff. And that's not gonna slide, and that's not gonna fly. So what you need to do is, first of all, before you can own something and then follow your passion, you have to get free. And that means, again, like I said, I've done it. How many of y'all have, credit card debt? You know what I'm saying? First, I bought a TV debt for my new car. And I didn't really need it. I could have waited and paid cash for it, but instead, I chose to get the credit card and end up paying a lot more with interest than I did if I would have just stacked my money up and just paid it full out with cash. So first thing we need to do, there's a book I want you guys to check out. It's by Dave Ramsey. It's called The Total Money Makeover, and that's gonna help you guys eliminate a lot of the debt that we have. It's so much debt out here. I was reading another article yesterday about student loans debt. There's $1.2 trillion that students have in student loan debt. People are going through extreme things. Like I read about a couple people, they live in Ashland. I don't even know where Ashland's at, but there's like 853 people there just so they can get their loan forgiven. And what they do is, they said that the closest Walmart is 50 miles. Now that's ridiculous. People are going through extremes, and the debt to income ratio is widening. And not widening in a good way. So what we need to do is we got to get out of debt, people. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to get every pair of Jaudon. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get all the J's. You don't have to go out here and keep up with the Joneses. You don't have to spend your rent money every weekend to ball out. I want y'all to ball out. But in order to ball out, you got to get free because you go be a slave. Because if you sitting here trying to ball out and you're not free, you go end up paying for that longer than what you do if you would have just stacked your money up and pay off your debt. And I know sometimes, you got tax time coming up. We see that check. First thing most people want to do, you want to ball out, you want to go stunt, you want to go to the dealership, you want to go cop something new, you want to go do something, you want to take a vacation, and I'm with you and all that. But right now, it's about making some sacrifices, people. You know what I'm saying? The system got us, man. They got us by a stronghold, and until we can get free, we gonna always be slaves. So I encourage you all, pay off all your debt. One of the concepts in Dave Ramsey's book is he says that if you have multiple credit cards, let's say you have 3 credit cards, look at each balance, start off with the smallest, pay that off first, then go to the second, then go to the third. You truly should not have any debt. And I've been, my circle has been growing, so I've been kicking it with a lot more people with influence and wealth, and they tell me if you can't pay cash for it, you don't need it. And that includes houses, that includes cars, anything. The only true debt you really should have probably should be just a mortgage. You don't want a car note. If you got a car note, pay it off quickly as possible. Student loans. Like I said, I'm gonna make another video about this because I'm doing a lot of research because it's ridiculous. Like a 20-year-old has the same type of student loan debt as a 40-year-old, and like the gap, and it's creating generational debt, not generational wealth. They trying to fool us. They're creating generational debt by raising the cost of tuition, making people take out more loans, and people not using these loans to go to school. People using these loans to pay off mortgages, to pay off car notes, to pay off bills, and that's sad because America is too selfish to want to sit there and allow the educational system to provide ways and solutions for such bright minds out here, you know what I'm saying, to take advantage of their gifts and their talents to help solve problems in the world. Like I said, I can talk to you like this because I'm still in the struggle. I'm not quite free debt yet. I'm not quite debt free yet, excuse me. So therefore, like I said, you got to get debt free. Each and every day, man, there's ways, and just think of ways you could use to use your check or you can use your ways to help get debt free. You know what I'm saying? You have to do that. Like I said, keep following your passion each and every time, or your little spare time. You have gaps in your day, work on your passion. Think about your dream. Constantly go over your plan, rework your plan, analyze your plan. You know, get with people who can help you and that's on the same path as you, and you guys communicate, you guys mastermind together to build something. But at the same time, if each and every last one of y'all is broke, your whole squad gonna be broke unless all y'all make a pact, hold each other accountable, and you get debt free. Because if you don't get debt free, like I said, it'll come to a point you go be like, okay, we need X amount of money for this business venture, for this book, for this CD, for whatever event you want to throw. It's gonna come to the point you go look at that, and you go look at your bills, and you go say, well, I gotta go pay these bills. And you know what I'm saying? What's the point of why sit there and continuously pay bills for nothing when you can get free, live your purpose, help other people solve problems, and get money? The money gonna come, and it gets to a point in your subconscious that when you focus so much on bills and money, that causes a lot of stress. There's a lot of people in the grave right now because of stress, because worrying about debt. Relationships are breaking up because of debt. You know what I'm saying? People are literally making themselves sick because of debt. You know, that's all they can think about. You know what I'm saying? And that's not cool. That's not God's way. That's man's way of keeping us enslaved. That's not God's way. So what we need to do is, like I said, I'm going to keep stressing this whole video, pay off your debt as quickly as possible. And once you get out of debt, don't go back in debt. Yeah, you may need 1 or 2 credit cards in order to rent a car or things like that of that nature. But once you get that stuff paid off, don't go back into debt. Like I said, man, you spend so much time in your subconscious thinking about money instead of late night working on your passion, working on your dream. When the world is asleep and you up and you want to grind, you grind to try to find another job. You need a second job. You need a third job. You sitting there working 3 jobs just to pay for your debt? Just to okay, or acquire some things? What are those things? When you get those things, what are they truly going to do for you? Not too much. So on this note, like I said, you see my son, he's over there whining. Got to go get him a bottle real quick. But pay up your debt, people. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to get free. Hold each other accountable. Let's fall back on the materialism. Let's focus on owning things. Let's focus on building people up, building each other up, taking care of our own self. We don't need a government. We got us. It's just us, baby. Like the shirt. Love y'all.